Part 1. The Girl in House 47. Don't go near House 47 after sunset. That warning echoed in my ears the moment I stepped into Black Hollow Village. The cold wind carried the smell of wet soil and burnt wood. Every person I passed looked terrified, especially when they noticed the old camera hanging around my neck. My name is Alina Brooks, a 24-year-old content creator obsessed with paranormal stories. I had traveled across abandoned towns before, but this village felt different. Too silent. Too dead. The taxi driver stopped at the edge of the road and refused to drive any farther. "You can walk from here," he whispered nervously. I frowned. "It's only a house." He looked directly into my eyes. "No, it's hungry." Before I could ask anything else, he sped away. The village was covered in thick fog. Streetlights flickered weakly while stray dogs barked somewhere in the darkness. I opened my phone camera and started recording. Tonight, I'll spend the night inside the most haunted house in America. House 47. An old woman standing near a grocery store suddenly dropped her bag after hearing me. "You must leave," she cried. "The girl inside takes souls." My viewers loved these reactions, so I smiled and continued walking. But deep inside, I was scared too. After 10 minutes, I finally saw it. House 47 stood alone on a hill surrounded by dead trees. The windows were broken. Black stains covered the walls like dried blood. And hanging from the front gate was a little girl's doll. Its head slowly turned toward me. My heart nearly stopped. "There's probably wind," I muttered. I pushed the rusty gate open. The sound echoed through the entire hill like a scream. The whispering stairs. Then my flashlight flickered. The moment I heard my name, for 1 second, every hair on my body stood up. I saw someone standing in the upstairs window, away from the door. A pale girl with long black hair. How does someone inside know me? Watching me. The village was empty. When nobody could have warned them I was coming. She was gone. I forced myself to breathe and stepped inside anyway. And from somewhere deep inside the house, rotten wood mold and something metallic. Blood. Dust floated through the flashlight beam while old family portraits stared at me from the walls. Their eyes looked scratched out intentionally. I kept recording. "This place feels extremely disturbing," I whispered to the camera. Then, thud. A loud sound came from upstairs. I jumped violently. "Hello," called out. No answer. Only silence. I pointed the flashlight toward the staircase. The wooden steps looked ancient and weak. At the top of the stairs sat a tiny red shoe. Just one. I slowly climbed upward. Thep, creak, thep, creak. Suddenly my camera glitched. The screen filled with static. And for a split second, a horrifying face appeared on the display. Pale skin. Completely black eyes. A smile stretched too wide across its face. I gasped and nearly dropped the camera. When I checked again, nothing was there. My chest tightened with fear. That's when I heard it. Giggles. A little girl laughing softly somewhere down the hallway. I followed the sound carefully until I reached a bedroom door. The laughter stopped. The door was slightly open. Pushed it slowly. Inside the room were dozens of dolls sitting on shelves. Every single doll had black hair. Every single doll had its eyes removed. Then I noticed something horrifying. One doll looked exactly like me. Same brown jacket. Same hairstyle. Same necklace. I stumbled backward. No way. Suddenly the bedroom door slammed shut behind me. Bang! The room became freezing cold. And from the corner of the ceiling, a girl crawled upside down like a spider. Her neck twisted unnaturally. Black liquid poured effort. Part 3. The Basement Secret. I screamed and threw the flashlight toward the crawling girl. The light spun across the room. For one terrifying second, I saw her body disappear into the darkness. The door suddenly unlocked. I ran out of the bedroom gasping for air. My footsteps thundered through the hallway while the sound of tiny feet chased behind me. Fast. Closer. Closer. I didn't dare look back. I reached the staircase and nearly fell while running downstairs. My breathing became uncontrollable. "This isn't fake. This is real," I cried into the camera. Then the entire house went silent. Completely silent. Even my footsteps stopped echoing. That's when I noticed something strange in the living room floor. Scratch marks. Large deep scratches leading toward an old carpet. Curiosity defeated fear. Slowly I pulled the carpet aside. Underneath was a wooden basement door. Locked from the outside. My stomach twisted. Why would someone lock a basement from outside? I hesitated, then opened it. The smell that escaped nearly made me vomit. Rotting flesh. I covered my nose and aimed the flashlight downward. Old stairs disappeared into darkness below, and on the walls, hundreds of messages were scratched into the wood. Help me. She watches. Don't let her see you. My hands trembled violently. I should have left, but I kept going down. The basement looked like a prison cell. Chains hung from the ceiling. Rusted toys covered the floor. In the corner sat an old tape recorder, still blinking red. Working. I pressed play. Static filled the room before a terrified man's voice appeared. If anyone finds this, burn the house immediately. The girl isn't human. She died here in 1986, but she keeps taking bodies. She becomes stronger every time someone enters. The tape suddenly cut off. Then another voice whispered from behind me. Too late. I turned slowly. The pale girl stood inches away from my face. Her black eyes were empty.